Skinny Girl in Transit Season 7. I said Skinny Girl in Transit Season 7. She had the gall, the audacity to come and say such thing. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, the Flo Journal. I'm your host, Fadeke Banjo, and today's video I'm going to be talking about episode 2 of Skinny Girl in Transit season 7. If you've not heard about Skinny Girl in Transit, where the hell have you guys been? Honestly, it is a hit Nigerian web series here on YouTube, comedy web series kind of vibe, So, and also before we dive in, I know, I don't want a long intro. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to this channel, make sure you comment down below what episode or what new shows or old shows you'd like me to review. I'm always down to any recommendations you guys have, or movies as well. And make sure to share this video to at least one person, one friend, one auntie in your WhatsApp group. Just like share this video, guys. So if you watch episode 1, it ended with Shalewa, who is Tiwa's younger sister, meeting her ex-boyfriend Mohammed, who proposed to her, is about to propose to her. Now, if you've watched season 6, guys, you know that Mohammed cheated on Shalewa. He was living a double life. So we find out in this episode that Mohammed actually gave Shalewa a promise ring and not an engagement ring. I just find this ironic because this is the same man who betrayed Shalewa, was living a double life and was cheating on her. And a promise ring is meant to signify your loyalty to someone, and that with the hopes that you would marry them in the future. Let me know again if that's the actual meaning behind a promise ring. But I just found it like he was desperate, and he doesn't have this sense of self-awareness, that Shalewa needs some space. He needs to respect her boundaries, and he needs to work on himself. It feels like in this conversation, as he said, he was desperate. He was trying to get her attention, and he thought that by doing this fake proposal, letting her know later on that actually it's a promise ring, it just and then for him to just basically still be the same person as he was, there's no growth in him, that actually I've changed and I want you to give me a second chance. It's no, I'm going to remain the same person. I'm going to pull at your heartstrings, and I just expect for you to be okay with this. And it's just sad, to be honest. Continuing on with the conversation between Mohammed and Shalewa in the restaurant, Shalewa asks a really good question to Mohammed, and she says that even if we're able to go past all the issues that we have in our relationship, how are we going to deal with your family dynamic? Again, if you've watched Skinny Girl in Transit from the very beginning and have looked at Mohammed and Shalewa's relationship, he's Muslim, she's Christian. He's from the northern part of Nigeria, in the Hausa tribe, and she's from the Yoruba tribe. His family want him to be with someone from his tribe and to marry someone who is Muslim. She is not that. Shalewa is not that. And so she has this concern about how we're going to move forward with our relationship if your family don't really like me and I haven't even gotten to meet your family and stuff. So yeah, I just really like that question that she asked him. Shalewa also pointed out that family means a lot to her. And again, like with relationships, you're not only just being with that person, you also, especially if it comes to marriage, you're also bringing two families together. And what essentially ends up happening in this episode is, I won't say they're getting back together, but I guess they're trying to give her another shot, and he's invited her to go and see his family. A funny moment in this episode, or two funny moments in this episode. So one of them was that Mama of the house, Tiwa and Shalewa's mum, is now an influencer, or has been an influencer since season 6. That's a long story, but yeah. And so she's having one of her first paid um, social media campaign kind of thing, where these people have reached out to her to promote their product. One being a skin bleaching product, which is a little bit controversial, and the second being a waist trainer. Now, guys, if you're a gym girl or guy, like you've probably seen, waist influencers promoting waist trainers to flatten their stomach and stuff. And in this episode, Mama, Tiwa, and Shalewa's mom um tries to wear it, and she is struggling. But they said that they'll give her 500 naira, I think 500,000 naira. So she's like, I'm trying to to do this. And Wozi is like trying to help her. And if you know the dynamic between Wozi and Mama of the house, it's like Tom and Jerry. They're like always always at each other's necks. Um, Mama Tiwa and Shala's mom is just so tired of Wosi. And speaking of Wosi, we're just going to talk about uh, how hilarious she was in this episode. So she wants to be, she wants to roll with the big boys. She wants to be doing Gen Z and be looking popular, She wants to be wearing her wig and just be looking nice. So Shalewa, I guess the Hillary of this family, she's the person that always likes to be doing fashion. So she gives Wosi a nice wig and gives her some nice clothes, just to uplift her confidence, I guess. And Wosi takes it a step too far and decides to try and pierce her nose, like do DIY piercing at home, and ends up bleeding. Because what was the reason? What was the reason? And of course, Mama Tiwa, when she found out, she wanted to give her one dirty slap because and she also even blamed Shalewa, like, why have you influenced her to be doing Gen Z? So yeah, that was such a funny moment in this episode. Okay, so another character, Tiwa's bestie, Didi, she is getting married. We have another skinny girl in transit character who is getting married. So a little recap in regards to Didi. So I guess throughout the Skinny Girl in Transit seasons, she's been single, and then in towards the end of season 6, she's now in a relationship, and they're getting married. And I'm trying to remember if, like, in season 6 we saw the proposal, but yeah, I can't remember. But guys, if you watch Sugar Niger, then you would recognize who Didi's fiance is. That guy in Sugar Niger was not the person that his character was not a nice person. But in this Skinny Girl in Transit, he's a nice person. But yeah, guys, I just want to know, like, if anyone has watched Sugar, which started off a Nigerian educational series. It's also like in South Africa. There's an adaptation in South Africa and some other African countries. But yeah, guys, if you remember him, like, let me know down in the comments. But anyway, so Didi and her fiance meet her family, and meet her fiance's uncle and their family. So a little backstory is that Didi's fiance has been married before, and in fact, he has 2 kids. Didi's fine with that. I don't think, yeah, yeah, she's fine with that. And the family are just trying to control how the marriage should be. Didi's family is like, we're gonna spend as much money as possible, and her fiance's family is kind of like, no, we're not gonna do that. We have already had a previous wedding. I'm gonna keep it small and stuff.
When have Nigerians small, done small when it comes to celebrations? If you guys have watched any Nigerian wedding on YouTube or have been to one, you know that we go big or go home. Like, we do not play small.
Like in this episode, Didi's getting kind of frustrated about the whole family dynamic, and later on, she speaks to her bestie, Tiwa, and basically says, "You know what? I don't even want to get married." I honestly feel like Didi is afraid. I think she's just using that excuse of, "Oh, I don't want to get married." I feel like she does want to get married, or at least just continue to be in her long-term relationship with her boyfriend, but doesn't like the unnecessary pressure from her family. I think they just need to remember, both of them, that it's their marriage, it's their wedding, and towards the end of this episode, they kind of come to agreement that actually we're going to do things our own way. Let me know down in the comments what you think about Didi and her fiance's relationship. Are you for it? Do you think it's gonna work? Do you think they're going to make it to the altar or not really? I don't know if she's ready for long term commitment, to be honest.
This part of this episode, guys, is so juicy and so unexpected. So, Mide is back in the office. He's back working, being a provider for his family or whatever. And, his sister is back, and his sister, or in this episode, like, she introduced Mide to this new person who's going to be working with him, and, who I think is from a previous business, and they're doing a business partnership. Cool. She seems okay. Or is she okay? Because what you're about to watch, guys, what you're about to watch is the audacity for me. Is the actual audacity for me.
Me too. And I trust Daring to work out magic.
I can't wait to get in bed with you.
Are you hear that? Are you hearing that? Look at Mide's face. He's too stunned to speak. What? I can't wait to be in bed with you. And then she says, Mide, are you okay? She knew exactly what she was doing. The fact that when Mide's sister left, she looked around the office, waiting like, okay. And then she had the gall, the audacity to come and say such thing. To come and say such thing. And part of me is looking side eye like, did you try and initiate this setup for Mide? Not knowing us as the fans, as the viewers, we are team Mide and Tiwa all the way. All the way. No one is gonna separate this love.
Not on my watch. Not on my watch.
These people are married. They made it to the altar. They had their ups and downs, but they made it to the altar, and they have a baby. They're growing their family. And now this individual wants to try it. But no. And like that Mide was like, even though he was too stunned to speak, and then when she was kind of like, oh, that was very inappropriate, or like, I'm married, like, hello. I guess he was just as shocked as all of us watching, like, what did this person just say?
Next up, we're going to discuss Shalewa finally meeting Mohammed's family. She wears the dress very modestly to meet the family, out of respect. And she gets to meet Mohammed. So Mohammed's introducing her to his family, introducing her to his cousins, his sisters. His dad is there and his mum is there. But it seems that it's not very welcoming. Like, no one really knows no one knows who Shalewa is, and yeah, they're not impressed, to be honest. So I'm just gonna show you a clip from the episode to see the interaction.
Kazo?
Look, even Mohammed's sister, I believe this is his sister or cousin, don't even know about Shalewa. This guy has been living a double life, people. He has been living what? He's been living a double life. Like, even his family, his sister, his blood don't know about Shalewa. Like, how embarrassing. You just brought me here to just embarrass me. Honestly, you just brought me here to embarrass me because I'm getting constantly reminded that I'm not part of this family. This family don't like me. This family don't even know me. Like, I don't speak your language. I don't practice your faith. You don't know me.
Yes.
Guys, there was something interesting that happened between the interaction with Shalewa and Mohammed's like half sisters. So, at first they were speaking English, then they spoke their native language. And one of the things they said in the native language was, oh, so this is the girl he chose over Farida. Farida is the person that Mohammed's mom and dad tried to arrange marriage, tried to get him to marry, basically, like arrange him to get married to. But he refused, even though he ended up sleeping with her. That was, yeah. So I was just like, these girls really do not like Shalewa. Like, Shalewa was so nice. She said, oh, you guys look beautiful. It's lovely meeting you guys. Only for them to be insulting her in front of her. And they know that she can't speak their native language, so she's not going to understand what they're saying. And this big Mohammed can't speak now. You can't say, hey, like, this is the person that I've chosen and you guys just have to be okay with it. You just have to accept it. The disrespect, guys. The disrespect. Wow.
Girl, really?
Of like, who is this person? And you know what? I kind of, in a way, don't blame the family. I don't blame the family because Mohammed has been a coward and it's not done the due diligence of telling his family that he's with this person and like, yeah, properly introduced her and just expected, okay, I'm just gonna invite you guys. I'm just gonna invite you to. He's not even thought about her own like sense of like safety and everything. She's in this new environment. Me and his family for the first time. They don't know you. She doesn't know them. She's only heard certain things about them. They don't know her. They're speaking their language, a sense of like, I don't belong here, And then
the episode ends with Shalewa deciding to leave the family gathering with Mohammed. She leaves the family gathering without Mohammed. I guess it's because she doesn't feel like she's welcomed in Mohammed's family. No one is making an effort to get to know her. And so she goes back to the hotel. And Mohammed has gone to speak to his father. So he's left Shalewa all by herself. She doesn't speak their native language, Mohammed's native language. She knows a few words here and there, but not enough to have a full conversation with people. She's trying her best to, be accommodating, to be welcoming, but no one wants to speak to her. Again, because Mohammed did not tell his family about her. He did not, all this time that he was hiding her, to be honest, he was hiding the relationship. So when they finally meet her, they're like, who is this person? So I really feel for Shalewa. Like, she doesn't deserve this. and understand why she left the party early, to be honest, the gathering early.
But anyway, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video, and thank you guys for watching. And yes, I overall liked this episode. It was good. There was some good, like, shocking moments, and yeah, I will be back with episode 3 and also episode 4. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below, and also share this video with a friend. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.
You can watch Skinny Girl in Transit on Ndani TV YouTube channel.